All right, good afternoon, everyone. Let's get started. We have our default judgment docket for Wednesday, March the 9th. Good afternoon. I have several of you that are present here today on Zoom. I definitely want to get to you first. Why don't we start with Ms. San Juana? San Juana, ¿qué es su nombre?
Facundo de Martínez.
So that's number 11. Mr. Kettler, I understand that on number 11, you all are requesting some additional time. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. And this is a case that is probably or maybe negotiating?
I believe so.
Okay. Do you want to give
April 25th, let's get 45.
All right. Carlos, will you let her know that the court is going to go ahead and reset this for April 25th, 2022 at 9:30?
Yes.
At 9:30 in the morning?
Señora San Juana, la vamos a cambiar la fecha para el 25 de abril a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Martinez, are you negotiating or have you all been in contact? Have you been in contact with the company?
Señor Martínez, ¿está usted en negociaciones o se ha comunicado con la compañía?
No, es que no sé de cuál compañía es.
No, it's I don't know which company it is.
Mr. Kettler, is there a reason why y'all are asking for more time? I mean,
I apologize, Judge. Let me double check with them specifically. My understanding was that for any continuances, those should have been based off of settlement purposes. But let me see if I can find something here. It's a little strange. Judge, perhaps one thing we could do, if it'd be acceptable if the court is, instead of just a continuance, to set for status on that same date to be able to resolve any concerns that Ms. Martinez might have.
yeah, I have no problem with that. We'll set it up for a status.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Martinez, the court is not going to take a default today. The company is asking for some additional time. It'll also give you the time to get in contact with them.
Ms. Martínez, la corte hoy no va a fallar en contra de usted, y le va a dar una oportunidad para que la compañía se comunique con usted y a ver qué arreglos se pueden hacer.
This is a Bell's credit card.
Esta es una tarjeta de Bells.
Pero esa ya la estoy pagando.
But
Yo
that one,
hice un arreglo. Me están quitando por mes $23.
but that one I'm already paying. Already made an agreement and I'm paying $23 a month.
That explains why, then, Mr. Kettler, why the company is asking for some additional time.
That makes perfect sense, Judge. My understanding was that these continuances were based off of settlement negotiations or resolved settlements. But it looks like in this instance, there may just need to be dispositive documents reviewed. And it's possible there may have been some sort of miscommunication along the way if she's been paying $23 a month.
Okay. Ms. Martinez, we'll see you on the 25th. Continue making those payments, and most likely this case will get resolved.
Okay, Ms. Martínez, el 25 de abril a las 9:30 de la mañana. Siga haciendo sus pagos y a ver si ya entonces puede resolver este caso.
Ok, está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. You're excused.
¿Va a ser virtual?
It's going to be virtual?
Yes.
Sí.
Ok,
Gracias. Se puede retirarme.
gracias.
I have a gentleman by the name of E.J. Nunez.
Judge, it's Felix Molano.
Felix Molano. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find him on my docket. Felix Molano. 36. All right. This is another one where the plaintiff is asking for some additional time. Have you all come to an agreement, or are you all making payments on?
Yes, when we got the letter, I called the lawyer's office and they couldn't find anything as to why we had gotten this letter, because we've been making payments since April 20th up through this month. We're current.
Okay,
So they said that they didn't know why we were being sent this letter.
okay. I think what they're most likely going to be doing is looking into it, and I think they're just asking for some additional time.
Mhm.
So if it's okay with you, I'd like to give them that time to look into it since, you know, they're asking for about 45 days. And I'll give you the same day, April the 26th, Eddie?
April the 25th.
April the 25th. April 25th, 2022 at 9:30, and it'll be virtual again, okay?
April 25th, 22 at 9:30?
9:30, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
All right, we'll see you then.
Okay, and will we be getting any additional correspondence on this or just,
Yes, you'll be getting the Zoom link most
Okay.
the day before. Okay,
okay, thank you.
you're welcome. All right, Mr. Jose Lopez.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Let me look for your case. Give me 1 second.
Good afternoon, sir.
27. All right, this is CL 19-1902H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Jose Lopez. Good afternoon, Mr. Lopez.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let me start off by asking, are you represented by counsel or are you representing yourself?
Myself, sir.
All right, and have you had any communication with the company Portfolio Recovery Associates or any of their representatives?
No, sir.
All right. Today was scheduled for a default judgment, meaning that they were seeking to take a default against you. Your presence here today is appreciated by the court because what I'll do is I will give you some time to visit with the company to see if you guys can even talk about explaining what the debt is, explaining the amount, trying to negotiate an amount. And if it can't get resolved, well, then we'll have a hearing down the road. But your presence here today means that they can't just take a default against you, but they must give you notice for any future hearings. Okay, and I'm going to give you a future hearing. It'll be on the same day, April 25th.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
This account is over 4 years old, and the Texas statute of limitations, it's over.
They may have filed the lawsuit before the statute of limitations has expired. So if that's the case, then it doesn't matter. I mean, what tolls the statute of limitations is when the lawsuit was filed. So this was filed in 2019. So as long as it was filed within 2 years of the debt accruing, they're still within the statute of limitations because this case has been pending for 1,064 days. Does that make sense?
Oh, this is the first time that I actually get a letter from the court. That's why on this debt.
You were never served?
No. I got this letter on Friday.
Let me see how you were served. Yeah.
On 4/30/19.
Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Mr. Lopez, they are saying that they actually personally served you. You can share the screen now. Can you see that there? That is a return of citation by the process server who said that on April 30th, 2019 at 6 o'clock, they served you by delivering a true copy at the address of 304 North Illinois in Weslaco.
No, sir. No one has ever come to our house, sir.
So you were not personally served.
No, sir.
Well, we will have to have a hearing and bring this process server and have a hearing to determine whether or not, I mean, this is an affidavit that he executed. So, Mr. Kettler, this might become something that a little bit more involved.
I acknowledge that, Judge. I'll be logging the complaint, advising Roush Sturm about it. They should also be able to reach out to the individual process server through the process serving company.
Yeah, I mean, he executed it on the 30th of April, 2019, which was the same day as the service was executed. I guess, I'm sorry, that was the date it was executed. Yeah, so same day. Claiming that a Hispanic male, 25 to 35 years of age, 5'6" to 5'8", weighing between 180 and 120 pounds. I guess, yeah, we'll go ahead and set this up for a hearing. And let's do the same day, April 25th.
Okay.
April 25th for a hearing on the service.
Okay, sir.
All right.
9:30, Judge, or is it at a different time due to the different issues involved?
No, 9:30. We can work to it. Mr. Lopez, you're gonna go ahead and give me your email address and your phone number so that we can make sure that we have your address so that we can give you the link. We picked it up?
Yeah.
We have it? Okay, never mind. We have it. Thank you so much, Mr. Lopez. We'll see you on the 25th. Be on the lookout for the link so that you can log on and join us on April 25th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'm back. I have an ALMAG. Almaguer, maybe? Alma Luna?
Hi there. Yes, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you, what is your name? I'm sorry.
Alma Luna?
All right, Miss Alma Luna, this is CL 210961H, Citibank NA versus Alma Luna. Miss Luna, same question. Are you represented by counsel?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, and who is your lawyer?
It's Strategic Options.
Is this a debt consolidation company?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Then what I'm going to do is have Mr. Kettler give you his information so you can pass that on to the attorneys for strategic options with a reset date for April 25th, 2022 at 9:30. Okay. Mr. Kettler,
9:30.
yeah, what's the best way of communicating to you or to any representative from Citibank?
You're on. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, Miss Luna. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna say, do you need my email address?
Yes, we will ask for that email address. Go ahead.
It's Alma G. Luna. That's ALMAGLUNA at gmail.com.
All right, and Mr. Kettler, the best form of information on how to get a hold of either yourself or any representative from Citibank.
And Your Honor, Ms. Luna, this case is with Couch Lambert Law Firm. Their phone number to call is 866-282-3953.
So I have my attorney contact them.
The debt consolidation company, yes, if there's
Okay.
they should be able to contact. They may need to send over a power of attorney or something to show, negotiate, speak on your behalf.
Okay. Okay, I'll let this, I'll let Strategic Options know about this.
All right, we will send you a link, most likely the day before, April 25th, so about April 24th. So be on the lookout for a link from our court for that hearing on the 25th.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You're welcome, you're excused.
Thanks.
Right, I have Eduardo Garza. Eduardo Garza.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Garza. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
If I can find your case, it's number 18, CL 192256H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Eduardo Garza. Mr. Garza, same question. Are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
No, okay. And have you had,
Really bad, but no.
I apologize, Judge. My name is Ana Garza. I'm his daughter. So
Okay.
I'm working as translation.
absolutely no worries. I just want to make sure we get some information from Mr. Garza, and you're more than welcome to assist him in whatever way will help him facilitate that. Mr. Garza, have you had any communication with the company for this debt that, and let me see what kind of debt it is real quick. It's a Capital One credit card? It's a Capital One credit card, and Portfolio Recovery Associates is representing or has taken over that debt consolidation or that debt, and they're seeking to collect on it. Have you had any communication with anyone about that debt?
Not on that specific debt. No, I normally help my dad with everything, all of his finances and debt collections. I haven't talked to that specific company, no.
Apparently, the balance on this particular debt is $1,349.78.
Okay.
And it's a card that ends in card number, is it 2131? 2131. Just to give you an idea as to what the debt that they're speaking about.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, now, Mr. Kettler was here to take a default, but since you made an appearance, or your father made an appearance, Mr. Garza, I will not take a default judgment here today. I will give you all some time to speak with the representatives from Portfolio about that debt and see if any arrangements can be made.
Yes.
I will give a reset date for April 25th. April 25th, 2022 at 9:30 in the morning.
If we do an agreement, does he still need to appear in that next hearing?
My suggestion would be that he does, just so that we can identify, and you don't have to appear. We have a translator here that will translate everything to him in case you're busy, but I would suggest that he does appear to make sure that everything that was agreed upon is actually put into the record.
Okay, so it's 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the morning. We'll give you, and we do have your email already and your phone number, so we will give you a notification probably the day before.
Okay, perfect.
All
Thank
right,
you, sir.
no
Thank you.
problem. Any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Kettler, what's the, who should they get in contact with and in an effort to try to maybe resolve this?
Sure, Judge Maldonado. The contact point for this firm is named Megan Hale, and I'll go ahead and just say it out loud here. I'll also put it in the chat. Her phone number is 262-796-8255. 7890. Did you get that okay?
Yes, her name, could you spell the last name for me, please?
Sure thing. It's HALE.
Okay, perfect.
And her email is going to be M as in Mega, Hale spelled exactly like her last name, at R, S as in Sam, I as in Igloo, E as in Emerald, H as in Hockey.com. And you can feel free to read it back to me. I'm also going to place it in the chat too.
Yes, M as in mom, H as in Holly, A as in apple, L as in Linda, E as in elephant, R as in Robert, S as in Sylvia, I as in ink, E as in elephant, H as in Holly.com.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you all. We'll see you on April 25th at 9:30.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, I have someone logged on under Gaudy, Gaudy. Gaudy.
Yes, you're
Hi, good afternoon. Your name, ma'am? Your name?
Gaudi Espinosa.
Espinosa. Could it be under Gaudi Montemayor?
Yes.
Okay. It's number 37. CL 195948H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Gaudi B Montemayor. Do you go by Gaudi Espinosa now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Espinosa. Ms. Espinosa, are you represented by an attorney?
No.
All right. And have you had an opportunity to confer with anyone from Portfolio Recovery Associates regarding this debt?
No.
It looks like this is a Capital One bank account.
Capital One.
And the amount of the debt is $1,527.50. It is account ending 1084. That is the information that we have at our disposal at this point. I am going to go ahead and not take a default judgment against you here today, but definitely give you some time to visit with a representative to see if an agreement can be reached. And I will reset this case for April 25th at 9:30. Right. And Mr. Kettler is going to give you the number to a representative that is the best contact or point of person to see if an agreement can be reached. If not, then we'll circle back on April 25th and you all will let me know and then we will take it from there. Okay.
Your Honor, I have a question on the time. Is it a possibility that I could be moved to around 1:32 or just any time in the afternoon? I work and it's very hard for me to get out of work.
At that hour? Are
Mhm.
you a school teacher or something?
Yes.
All right.
So it would have to be during my conference.
Okay. When are you out of school? I can.
Well, I get out at 5:30, but
No, like for the summer holiday.
My last day would be June, the last day of June, because I work the summer. But
Do you
Fridays,
have a break?
Fridays
Friday's good. Do you have a break in between like your regular school and summer school? Like a couple of days, maybe?
Oh, no.
No, it transitions right into it.
Yeah.
Mm.
July is available.
Okay. Do we have?
Or I'm not sure if it's a possibility to try to settle something today.
I don't know if Mr. Kettler has that authority. What time do you have your conference period?
1:30 on Mondays.
Mondays at 1:30. We might be able to accommodate that. Give me 1 second. Let me see what.
Thank you.
We're gonna have on that day, the 25th, we have a civil trial. We can just call it real quick.
Yeah. So the same day?
Yeah, the same day at 1:30.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same day at 1:30, Ms. Espinosa.
Okay, so that was April.
April 25th at 1:30.
Okay.
All right. And like I said, if something can get resolved, then you don't even have to log on. I would suggest and encourage you to do that, just to make sure that whatever the attorneys put on the record is exactly your agreement. But if for whatever reason you can't come to that agreement or you can't make that meeting, then they'll make that announcement for you.
Do you happen to have the date it was filed under portfolio recoveries and the date that the unsecured debt was written off already with the Capital One as a write-off?
I don't have that. Mr. Kettler might on his end.
Judge, I'm sorry, it's Espinoza now.
Yes.
Ms. Espinoza, that you can certainly speak with the representative from the firm about the finer details and merits of the case. A lot of that information should be included as part of the original petition as well.
What number, what's the best phone number and who is responsible for this one, Mr. Kettler?
This is also Megan Hale, Judge. Ms. Espinoza, do you have access to the chat or would you like me to give the same information?
I have access to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the chat. I think the number there is
262-296-7890.
262-796.
796.
yeah, 262-796-7890. And then M Hale, HALE at RSIEH.com.
Okay.
All right. And like I said, reach out to them. If something can get resolved, great. If not, we will see each other at 1:30 on April 25th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Good.
Have a good day. All right. We do have two individuals outside, correct? All right. Number 2 and number 10, Mr. Kettler, are present in person. We will, we're going to take them around. I believe one of them is in a wheelchair, and we're going to take them out to the side so that they can have access to the courtroom.
Understood, Judge.
Not exactly sure which one is in a wheelchair.
And Judge, I'm not sure how much time it'll take to accommodate the gentleman in the wheelchair, but there were a couple more abnormal cases I just wanted to take up with you real quick, if that's okay. They were cases that we were looking for either a pass or a continuance on.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just go ahead and take care of this one since he is already in front of the camera, and I definitely want to take care of this one. Okay, is it is this Miguel Avila or Octavio Diaz?
Miguel Avila.
Miguel Avila. All right, this is CL 192492H, Cascade Capital versus Miguel Avila. Mr. Avila, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Are you represented by an attorney, sir?
No, sir.
All right. And Mr. Avila, have you had any communication with any representative from Cascade Capital or anyone from that company?
Cascade?
Yes.
No, I don't know. It means not. I don't know what Cascade means.
Okay, it's probably a debt company that's trying to collect on a debt. Let me get to some information on the debt real quick. It might be a contract. Looks like it's a, yeah, it's a contract for a credit card or Santander Consumer USA Inc.
Oh, it's Santander?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. I had a loan there for 2012 Honda Civic.
Yeah, did you, they're claiming that there is an account balance of $6,689.12. That's the debt. So what was going to happen here today, Mr. Avila, was that they were seeking a default judgment against you, but your presence here today means that they won't be able to take that. And I'll give you some time to be able to communicate with the company to see if something can get worked out, okay? If something cannot get worked out, then we'll move forward, but I want to at least explore the option of you all coming to some agreement, okay?
Okay. Yeah, because the time talked to them. I owe the 2,000, I think, 2,000 and some, and I told them, okay, if I owe 2,000 and some, if I get the money or I have a chance to get the money, if I pay, where's the car? Because it's gonna be paid off with that money. So where's the car? Where's my benefit there?
Okay. And did they give you a response?
No, they just told me, okay, do whatever you want to do. If you want us to take you to court, we'll take you to court.
Did you, is this a car that got repossessed?
Yes,
Okay. And you're saying that you owed $2,000 at the time that they repossessed the vehicle?
that's the last time I talked to one of the guys that came and claimed that they wanted for me to pay. That's the amount he gave me.
Okay.
Plus, I had that car for about 4 years.
Okay. Well, at this point, Mr. Kettler doesn't have that information, the more of the information that I need.
And when they came and picked it up, they told me on a letter. I don't have the letter. I threw it away. But on that letter, it says that they were gonna sell that car again. And whatever was left from the money that I still owe, they were gonna give me some money back. I never got money back. So
Yeah, well, there's a lot of information here that's still needed to try to get through. What is the best, who's the best contact person, Mr. Kettler?
Your Honor, same as the previous case, Miss Megan Hale, and I'm not sure if Mr. Avila can see that information, but I'll read it off.
No, we'll do, if it's Megan Hill, we'll give him that information before he leaves. We'll write it down. He's here at the office.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Avila, speak with her and see if something can get worked out. I don't know the details about whether the vehicle was sold. I suspect that the vehicle was sold. I don't know why the amount of debt has included, or is up to now 6,000 if you only owe 2,000. I know that there's some obviously expenses, but we'll try to work through that. Okay.
okay.
All right. The reset date's going to be April 25th, 2022, 9:30. Carlos, who helped you in, is going to give you that information for Megan Hale. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. We'll see you on April 25th.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Irene Machuca, can you hear me? Irene? You're on mute.
There we go.
Judge, did you just say, I'm sorry, did you say Irene Machuca?
Yes.
I think that it might be a different cause number, but I don't show one. I had a 930 that was Irene Machuca.
I'm here, sir.
All right. Let me see here real quick.
Let me make sure she doesn't have a second one that I missed.
Yes. Okay, that was set this morning. No one made an appearance. I had originally set that one for April 6th, but I'll change it to April 25th. Ms. Machuca, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Are you represented by an attorney, ma'am?
No.
All right. Have you had any communication with anyone from Cons Appliances or any of the attorneys that represent Cons?
Yes, sir. Well, I think yes, because I'm paying. I'm already on payments right now.
You're making payments towards that?
Yeah, I'm paying 100 a month. They told me that it was gonna be every last day of the month due.
Okay.
So I already gave 2 payments, the January and February.
Okay. So then let me go ahead and make sure that that is the case. And I'm going to reset your case for April 25th so that they can submit the paperwork to that, memorializing that agreement. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. They told me they were gonna send me paperwork so I could sign, but
You
I never received no paperwork.
All right. Mr. Kettler, can you make sure that she gets that paperwork?
Yes, Judge. I just wanted to confirm a couple things. So I haven't been advised of a settlement from the firm. One thing that I do want to make sure of is your previous order for the defaults vacated.
Yes, the previous order is vacated.
Okay, I'll advise the firm of that. And I do have all the same contact information for Ms. Hale to provide Ms. Machuca. They should usually provide settlement documents, including a settlement agreement and agreed judgment.
All right. Ms. Machuca, do you have something to write with?
Yes,
All right, we're going to give you a number.
yes,
Go ahead, Mr. Kettler.
Yes, Judge. 262
262
796
796
7890.
7890.
And the attorney's name is Megan
Megan
Hale, Hale.
Hale.
All right.
Mhm.
If you want to contact them, just to make sure that the paperwork is submitted and you sign off on it.
Okay, sir. Yes. Sir, I just want to let you know that my court today was at 2. That's what they told me. I
Right.
just wanted to let you know.
Yes, no problem. We will take.
They send the numbers to log in, and I was logged in before 2. But I logged in at 2:30 because I called Eddie, the one I talked to, and he told me that he wasn't in court, something like that. So the secretary told me that I had the wrong numbers, but
Right.
they gave me those numbers. So
Right.
I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, we sent the wrong link, but I'm glad we took care of it.
I just want to let you know that I was logged in early.
Right. Okay,
Yes, sir.
no problem. We will see you on the 25th at 9:30. You'll be getting the link probably the day before.
April the 25th at 9:30.
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right.
Because Judge,
Yes,
I
sir.
got wrong earlier. There is no order to vacate because you had already continued it in the morning.
Right. This morning that we didn't take a default. This morning, the court just set up another date. And now the date that I gave was, I believe it was April the 6th, but we're giving it April 25th.
Okay, sounds good, Judge.
Okay. All right, I have one more individual here in person, and that is number 10, Octavio Diaz. Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon.
All right, Mr. Diaz, are you represented by an attorney?
¿Lo representa un abogado, señor Díaz? No.
Mr. Diaz, have you had any communication with any representative from Second Round Sub LLC? I believe it's Capital Bank.
¿Ha tenido usted comunicación con algún representante de Second Round, la assignee de Capital Bank? Sí. Yes.
All right, and were you able to reach an agreement with respect to any of the details of that?
¿Pudo llegar usted a un acuerdo con ellos? No me han contestado. They have not answered me.
All right, this is a Community Capital Bank credit, I guess it's a lien.
Credit Vision.
All right, they're claiming that there's about $6,946 that's due and owing.
Lo que ellos están diciendo es que hay una deuda de $6,946 que se debe. Sí. Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and reset this case and give you some time to visit with that company, Mr. Diaz.
Lo voy a poner esta fecha para que tenga la oportunidad de visitar con esa compañía. Okay.
Who is the representative that's responsible for this, Mr. Kettler?
This is a Megan Hill.
All right. We will give you the information for Miss Megan Hale along with an email before you leave today, Mr. Diaz.
Vamos a dar el número para esta abogada, Megan Hale, y también el correo electrónico antes de que te vayas. Okay. Okay.
We'll see you on April 25th at 9:30. Do we have his email?
No, we don't. We'll get it from.
Right. Carlos, will you please get his number and his email?
¿Tienes un correo electrónico? ¿Puedo sacar el teléfono? Sí. ¿Y tu número de teléfono? El teléfono es 95.
All right, that should take care of that one, Mr. Kettler, while our staff gets his information. I understand that you do not represent number 19 and number 24. Is that correct?
Judge, I actually am assisting on 19 and 24 as well. Those are also with the Couch Lambert firm. So just those three, and the others are all with Roush Sturm.
Okay, so 19 and 24, Gulf Coast Legal, you still represent them, so we can just proceed.
Yes, Judge.
As we typically do, I want to go ahead and just call out the cause numbers and the names. Nobody has responded to them being called out here at the courthouse, and they have not logged on. So I'll allow you to take a default on all of them uniformly together once you introduce your evidence. Let's get started. We have number 4, CL 196232H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Maria de la Cruz Canales. CL 201474H, Capital One Bank versus Blanca Cano. CL 203773H, Crown Asset Management LLC, Asinea First National Bank of Omaha versus Judith Casares. CL 196580H, TD Auto Finance LLC, Chrysler Financial versus Jose F. Cerda Jr. CL 191890H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Kayla Cosme. CL 201682H, Second Round Sub LLC, Asinea Community Bank Express versus Blanca Diaz. CL 192168H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Deandra Flores. CL 200183H, Cons Appliances, doing business as Cons versus Miguel Flores. CL 191076H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Sonia Flores. CL 200660H, Jefferson Capital Systems versus Petra Fuentes. CL 201804H, Second Round Sub LLC, Asinea of Community Bank, Victoria's Secret versus Veronica Garces. CL 6268H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus David Garza. CL 210976H, Unifund CCR versus Jaime Garza Jr. CL 191074H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Cesar Guerra. CR 196405H, TD Bank, Successor in Interest to Target National Bank versus Deborah Hernandez. CL 196345H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Martina Hernandez. CL 192600H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Mireya Hernandez. CL 211932H, Unifund CCR versus Julian Mendez Jr. CL 196037H, Cons Appliances versus Genoveva Lambastida. CL 195327H, Cons Appliances versus Sarah Leal. CL 201642H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Danny Martinez. CL 196207H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Dolores Martinez. CL 201213H, Discover Bank versus Jose Martinez. CL 195720H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Maria Martinez. CL 191658H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Joshua McCandless. CL 2048H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Maria Mendoza. CL 1946H, Cons Appliances versus Celia Mesa. CL 196195H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus George Ortiz. CL 201161H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Adrian Parra. CL 196192H, TD Auto Finance, Chrysler Financial versus Yesenia Prado. CL 191980H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Griselda Ramirez. CL 6283H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Utimio Rios. CL 19,
On that one, there was an answer.
an answer filed for Utimio? All right, answer was filed for Utimio Rios. All right, answer filed recently.
Yesterday.
All right, an answer was filed. So the court's going to set this up for a status. Yeah, status, we'll do April 25th, 9:30 for number 43. CL 192693H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Maria Rodriguez. CL 196216H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Miriam Rosade. CL 201701H, second round sub, assignee of Community Bank Bells versus Iran Signs. CL 195326H, Cons Appliances versus Lucia Salinas. I believe it's Lucilia Salinas. CL 196705H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Criselda Sanchez. CL 192819H, Velocity Investments, assignee of One Main Financial versus Elvia Sanchez. CL 196716H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Patricia Sanchez Cantu. CL 196384H, second round sub LLC, assignee of Community Bank Lane Bryant Retail versus Criselda Segura. CL 191246H, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Gustavo Sepulveda. CL 203236H, second round sub LLC, assignee for Community Bank Victoria's Secret versus Juan Silva. CL 203245H, second round sub LLC, assignee of Community Bank Victoria's Secret versus Maricela Silva. CL 201255H, TD Bank versus Estela Trevino. CL 200799H, second round sub LLC, assignee of Community Bank Ultimate Rewards Credit versus Lisa Yvette Trevino. CL 195917H, Velocity Investments LLC of One Main Financial versus Juan Urbina. CL 195804H, Velocity Investments, assignee of Upgrade Inc. versus Kirk Urbina. CL 196374H, Synchrony Bank versus Joshua Yanis. All those names that were called out, there has been no answer on file. Name was called out at the courthouse doors. There being no response. You may proceed with your default on all of these cases, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before proceeding, there are three cases that I'd like to briefly take up with you. They're number 3, 8, and 42 on the docket. I believe I heard you call out the first two, but not the last one. That would be Belmares, Cosme, and Reina. All three of those, I'm looking to respectfully request a continuance.
You said Belmares. That one was a continuance. Cosme, number 8, CL 1890H, Kyla Cosme. You're asking for a continuance?
Yes.
All right, continuance granted. Reset 425, 9:30. And what was the next one? You had one more?
The third one was Guadalupe Reina, Discover Bank.
Guadalupe Reina. Yeah, that one has already been continued as well. The court has already given you a continuance. on that.
Judge, number 8, just if they can have them file the motion for continuance with the notice of meeting as well.
Number 8, can you file a order setting hearing with your motion for continuance?
Yes, I'll definitely pass that along, Judge.
Perfect. As to all the rest, your announcement.
Your Honor, these cases are arising from consumer debt claims brought by both original creditors as well as debt buyers properly assigned said debts. All of the named defendants should be properly served on these filed petitions with return of service on the court's record for the allotted time as required by law. I respectfully request you take judicial notice of all documents on all files. Accordingly, plaintiffs in all cases are respectfully requesting this court for defaults in the amounts requested and prayed for today.
The court will take judicial notice of all documents the court's filed. The court's going to go ahead and grant default judgment in favor of the plaintiff against all defendants that whose name has been called out and a continuance not granted. That relief is as requested is granted. Mr. Kettler, I'm assuming that you all have submitted all the orders, and that being the case, the court will sign off on them. Y'all should be able to get copies probably tomorrow of the order.
Thank you very much. Maybe excused.
You're excused. Thank you. That takes care of our docket.